Okay, hi class 7. I know I've been absent a little bit lately, but I need a little bit of a rest. So, anyways, never mind, I'm back and I want to talk a little bit about sentences, okay? And in particular, we're going to talk about clauses and phrases. So let me explain what a clause is. A clause is, as you can see up here, it's a complete thought. It includes a subject and a predicate, or a subject and a verb. Okay, so it can form a sentence, or it can also be a part of a sentence. So let me give you an example. Here we have he. He is the subject. He is the one who is doing the action. And the predicate is will come today. He will come today. Will come today is the predicate. That's the second half of the sentence, the second part. It tells us everything about he. Okay? Here in the second example, we have all the children. So who are we talking about? We're talking about all the children. That's the subject. And then the rest of the sentence is the predicate. Are missing their schoolmates. Okay? Now here's the trick. A clause can also be a part of a sentence. So here's an example. My mother, and then see the comma? Who loves music, comma, wants to buy a guitar. So here we have my mother is the subject. Then we use a pronoun for mother. My mother, who is the subject, loves music, wants to buy a guitar. Now we could say, my mother loves music. My mother wants to buy a guitar. That would be two separate sentences, okay? But here, we include that clause here, okay? And it makes sense. So in this example, the clause is included in the sentence and it's separated by two commas. After mother, see, and music, right there. Okay, so comma here, and then a comma here after music. Wants to buy a guitar. So by inserting an extra clause, we give extra information. It makes the sentence more interesting. We could say, my mother wants to buy a guitar. And then we could say, my mother loves music. But that's kind of boring. So by inserting an additional clause, who loves music, it gives a reason of why my mother wants to buy a guitar. Okay? Okay, here's another example. Well, this is to remind you that really, to be a sentence or to be a clause, all we need is a subject and a verb, because the verb is the predicate. Okay, sorry, my screen went blank on me. Okay, so Marley barks. Now let me scroll down here a little bit. Okay, Marley barks. Kind of boring, but we could say Marley, who is a black Labrador and our favorite pet, barks, and then I added on here, every night. Now, this is a phrase, okay? Barks every night, and I'm going to come to that in a minute. Okay, so we have Marley, then we have the pronoun for Marley, who is a black Labrador and our favorite pet, barks every night. Okay, so predicate, predicate, subject, subject. Okay, now let me explain to you what a phrase is. And I'll just scroll down here a little bit. Okay, so in a phrase either has the subject, okay, the big yellow cat, but there's no predicate. So you're asking yourself, well, what about the big yellow cat? Okay, here we have no subject, but we have a verb and a predicate, okay, ran down the road. If we put these two together, we would have a clause. The big yellow cat ran down the road. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with this, and I'm going to give you some work some sentences to do here, okay? To understand this, and I'll get you to write some of your own sentences as well, okay? All right, good luck. And I would like this work into me by Wednesday morning, 9 o'clock. I will not stop for anyone unless you have a very good excuse. All right? Okay, take care, everybody. I miss you.